Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? This is Jen with Jen Demonic. Can you believe it? We are back on YouTube with a long video this time after a couple of very short TikTok videos. By the way, I got locked out of my account. I have to figure out how to get back in. My phone somehow did not save the password, and yeah, I have to figure that one out. If somebody can help me with that, message me. If you know how to get me back on my TikTok account, I'll give you $20 discount. So what happened is that I created an account last year with Erin's email, which she actually got a little bit upset about it, but never mind. Hi, Erin, I love you. And so then I forgot that account because we really don't, we're really not, in case you haven't noticed, we have a Facebook too, but like we're really not really tech savvy. Like we're not really going on social media posting all sorts of stuff, all the time. It's just not really who we are. Plus we do cast a lot for you guys. And but I wanted to access my account because I kind of like, I enjoy TikTok. I enjoy watching all the cats. So that's my main reason. I confess, my main reason to go to TikTok is because of cats. But because I love cats. But I couldn't get in. And when I said, like how you put your information, it says to retrieve your password or reset your password, it sent me the other account. So I got into the other account, deleted the other account, but still no, I can't get back to my TikTok account. Anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. Aside from this little TikTok ventures, somebody has asked me because they did like the money spell that I did, but they go like, they asked me, Jen, can you go step by step on that? Because they're after that TikTok video came out, and it's actually right here on YouTube as well. It's very short, and it's actually a good way for you to practice on your power and your affirmations. By the way, I am just you see this. This is the Jezebel oil. I want to make sure that all the herbs go all the way to the top. So they said, can you go step by step for us? Because some of the people, after that video, I received, oh gosh, 45, 46 messages that day of people saying, oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it tonight. But can you make a video and go step by step about it? Okay. And this was a few days ago, then life got busy. And then I promised myself that I would do that. And also give you another tip for manifestation, which I think a lot of you really need. And then also to tell you that we're having a COVID cast. We didn't think we would have a COVID cast. For those of you who are following us, scheduling spells sometimes can get problematic because it's not just us. So sometimes we use third party people and covens and so on and so forth. So scheduling spells could be problematic. So we didn't think we would be able to do a coven cast, but we are. So there is a coven cast on Halloween. Not a lot of our casters like that because Halloween typically you want to spend it with your kids, but we're gonna spend it casting for you instead. So I don't know if Hannah put it out yet, but there's a coven cast for Love, Lust, and Obsession on October 31st. And remember, we are heading towards the month of the dead. So excellent time for breakups, divorce spells. I think Diana is gonna put out her winter mirror jars. Divorce spells, breakups, destroy your enemy, all the curses. Excellent month for that, folks. Don't let it miss out because there is no month that is as good as November for that. Now, let's get to this again. For all of those who know how to retrieve a password on TikTok, just use our contact form. Let me know. And I already know who did. I know my clients so well. Anyways, this money spell. So we're going to talk about the money spell. we're going to talk how to do your own money spill, right? And then we're going to talk about how important it is to manifest the correct way. And there is a correct way, folks, to manifesting. And I want you all to listen to this very carefully. So let's get started. The first thing that you need, in the video I had a plate, but you don't need a plate. I mean, the first thing that you need really is a piece of aluminum foil. Plain and simple. The reason why, again, at the end of it all, you're gonna wrap it and put it in the closet, and then after a week you're just gonna dispose it. And even though I said in the small video that you can dispose it in the trash, I got like a number of messages saying, so how should I dispose it? You should just dispose the same way that if you have a recycler bin, if you have a bin outside where you recycle things, you can put that in there. Don't worry. People who are going to collect your trash, they're going to see only a piece of aluminum foil wrapped up. So that's the first thing that you need, aluminum foil. The second thing that you need, for those of you who are watching my videos the first time, but for my clients, they should know, you should know, guys, is a piece of brown paper where there is no machine cut. In fact, see, there's a machine cut in the middle. Right? We're going to get rid of that right now. As long as it's cut from your own hands. You get it? This way. Good. Now, I'm just going to make this hypothetically. Okay? You can write here wherever you want to bring money to you. If you have to be mindful, though, of one thing. Let me ask you a couple of things. Do you work on a salary? So you're not self-employed like me, for example. You don't have a company where you can make anything from $1 to thousands indefinitely, right? If you are on a salary and you get the same paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, this is going to be a different petition than those who are not on a salary, who have the privilege of saying, today is a new day, I don't work a 9 to 5 for a specific amount of money. It's not how it works in the business ownership world, I can tell you that. So, but we also have the freedom with the petition of asking exactly what you say in the video. I am magnetic to money. I love the vibration of money. Unexpected money from unexpected sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. It works perfectly if you work for yourself, or if you have a company, or if you have a store. I mean, anything that you can bring whatever amount of money in. But let's face it, when you work on a salary, say you work for a grocery store, for an office, you make, I don't know what you make at a grocery store these days. Let's say you make $20 an hour. Okay? That's what you're going to be making. So your paycheck will not vary that much. So your petition, and I'm going to tell you, is going to be a little different in the sense that you are going to ask for a raise, you are going to ask for a better paycheck, you're going to ask for a job. So when we say money from unexpected sources has come and will come in 24 hours or less, you are going to say money from any, A-N-Y, from any and all sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Why? Because you're already making 400, 500 a week, and that's not going to change unless you get a raise. But if you say money from any and all, it's money from your own check plus money from unexpected sources. Does that make sense, folks? I'd like to know what you think. So here's what the rest is the same. So I am magnetic to money. That's fine, because you never know. You might get money. You might walk in the street and get money. You know what happened to me after I did the video? Because I did the video for the TikTokers, then I posted on YouTube, and then I used it for myself. And then I also text the client to tell her, guess what happened to me? So I did this video, and then I did exactly, I just watched the video at least 6 or 7 times, and I repeated the incantation. The next day, I get a check in the mail, and it was somebody and something that I paid. I overpaid for a service like months ago. I totally forgot about it, and I got this nice check in the mail. That's interesting. So that's what my spells can do. When you expect the unexpected. And I text my client, I'm like, oh, guess what happened to me? Interesting, right? This is why you're gonna say your specific incantation if you are an employee of a company, and you're gonna say the other incantation if you're not an employee of a company. So regardless of who you are, you're gonna write your name and last name here. So let's say that I'm gonna write Jenny Demonic. And if you're doing this with me, because I know there were some people that says, if you put something out, I'll do it while you do it. So please do that. Write your name, and then you're gonna write a date of birth. Let's just say 1/1, I don't know, 81. Yeah, it's not my date of birth. But that's how you're gonna write. Now, let's say that you work for Target, or you have a salary, or you're an employee, you work at the university, for example. I have clients that work at universities. So money from any and all, so I'm going to put it right down below. Money from any and all sources has come, meaning you already have it, and will come to me in 24 hours or less. But if you're like me, who has a company, money from unexpected sources has come and will come in 24 hours or less. Doesn't have to be perfect, folks. You're just doing this. What matters is that when you do this, you know what you should do. You should be in a space where you're all alone. You should be in silence, and you should start visualizing. Visualize big chunks of money falling literally from the ceiling. Free money hitting the floor. You just imagine as if you were, for example, in the back chamber of a bank, where you have all these piles and piles and piles of money. Sometimes, it's good to imagine that you have lots of $100 dollar bills in your hands and you're touching them. How would they feel? I'm just trying to get you in that feeling. How would they feel to have, like, for example, $10,000, $20,000 in your hands right now? I'd like you to just imagine, feel it right here in your guts. And as you feel it, that's when you write your petition, because it will help add power to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. I'm going to talk more about the manifestation, because you guys, some of you now need to know more about that. Then you're going to get a candle. And on the candle, oh, look. Oh, interesting. I didn't know. So this candle has a little bit of a stick that's coming down from the bottom. But you're gonna write your name, carve it with a pin from the bottom to the top. Do we want to do it? Let's just put Jenny Demond. Because I know some people will say, oh, you didn't carve the name. I did not get to watch that. So here it is. All right, make sure if you're watching this and you're doing this with me, make sure you do the same, please. And then did we say that the date of birth is 1181? So 1 for 181. Now I'm gonna show you if you can see what it looks like. You see it? Carved with the date of birth, okay? Now, make sure you kind of let the residual of the wax fall. Okay. All right. Now, what I tend to do is I like Jezebel oil for money, but it doesn't have to be Jezebel. I prefer Jezebel oil. Jezebel oil has a bad rap because sometimes they say Jezebel oil and Cleo May oil are the oils of those who are selling their bodies without making, specific references. But that's not really true, folks. I mean, it can be used by a woman who is seeking to have money from a man in exchange of some services, yes. But it's not, I use Jezebel oil before a test when I'm a student still. So, I use Jezebel oil before a test. I use Jezebel oil to bring money to me. I use Jezebel oil. Use Jezebel oil anytime you're looking for money from people. So that's a good way to put it. Cleo May oil. Use Cleo May oil anytime you're looking to get money from men. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're exchanging some parts of your body for it. You use Jezebel oil, for example, in child support cases, if you want to be paid child support. In fact, I made a video about that. But also if your clients are mostly men, and again, we're not making a judgment here, and we're not saying exactly, you could be a real estate agent and most of your clients who are buying your homes are men. There you go, Cleo May oil. All right, so then you grab a little bit of Jezebel oil, and obviously for those who know me, they know that these come from Art of the Roots. I am not affiliated with Art of the Roots. I buy from them. I think they are thankful that I give them such a good reputation, but they do a good job. Rub it against you. I'm sorry, rub it towards you. They do a very good job. You should check the store out. It's called Art of the Root. They also sell on Amazon for like $6 or $7. They smell very good, and they have our herbs at the bottom. It's perfect for hoodoo work. Now, I like to add a little bit of oil here. One, because it takes a lot of oil off of your hand. And two, because you want the oil on your name. Then I typically get some Cleo May oil as well. And I'm going to use those two oils to explain something to you as well. Then what I typically do in the case of money, I rub my elbows with it. And that is because in ancient Middle Ages European tradition, you will rub oils to the elbows to bring money. In a circular motion, or just make sure you rub your elbows with the excess oil. It's good for you too. I also like to add the Nine of Pentacles. You don't have to if you don't have tarot. But while I cast a money spell for me or for a client, I typically like the card of independence and abundance. So that is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a lady that, you know, has everything she needs, you know? So now we're going to recite. Remember, if you are a employee, you're gonna say money from any and all sources. Make sure you put some wax right by your name. If you're not an employee, you're gonna say money from unexpected sources. So we'll begin again. You're gonna go like, I am magnetic to money. Money can't get enough of me. I am magnetic to money. Money can't get enough of me. I am magnetic to money. Money can't get enough of me. Money from unexpected sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Money from unexpected sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Money from unexpected sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. I just sent you some Reiki for money. I love the vibration of money. I love the vibration of money. I love the vibration of money. Now remember, if you are an employee, what are you gonna say? Money from any and all sources has come and will come to me in 24 hours or less. Now you're gonna let it burn all the way down, and then you're going to wrap it, and as I said, you're gonna put it in a dark spot in your closet. Once you are done, and in a week or so, you're just going to toss it in a recycler bin. If you really want to be faithful to the hoodoo tradition, you can certainly drop this at a crossroads. But, you know, we live in America. So dropping things at a crossroad might sound and look a little conspicuous. It's your choice. Now, I want to talk about what happens after, because once you have done this, you, there's the hardest part that comes. The hardest part is not to think about it anymore. The hardest part is not to say, oh my God, yeah, I did this, you know, I'm looking at it. Will this work? Will it work? Will I get money? Well, if you start like that, don't do it at all. Let me tell you, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to think positive. It's really not about thinking positive. I'm going to make an example, okay? You see these 2 bottles of oil. And this is for all of those who are buying our spells, for all of those who are trying to do work on their own, for all of those who are doing simply law of attraction, okay? So the problem, the reason why a lot of people have a hard time manifesting is because, say you are here, right? And either you buy a spell, or you are doing your spell, or you're doing your law of attraction, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? But you're here right now, okay? This is your reality right now. But what you're trying to manifest is this. Do you see that you're not here? I think you can appreciate from a physical standpoint that this is point A, where you are, and this is point B, where you need to be, right? Through the law of attraction, our spells, your spells, or the caster spells, whatever that situation might be. So if you are ordering a spell, or doing a spell on your own, or chanting the law of attraction thing, or watching some guru, beautiful guru videos, but you still think about what's going on here, it's going to be very hard for you to get here. Say, that this is Canada and this is Hawaii, and you're trying to manifest to go to Hawaii, and then you go like, oh my God, here is so cold, everything is wrong here, it's Canada, so cold, I'm not, you know, I don't know, I mean, I don't know what else to do, it's really so cold. You're thinking you can't change Canada, you can't change your 3D reality right now. Canada is Canada. It's not gonna change for you. What you're trying to do is manifest Hawaii. Hawaii is not Canada. So how do you get to Hawaii? You have to understand that when you're ordering a spell or you're doing law of attraction, anything that you do, you should say, if something is bad in Canada here, sorry, Canadians, I don't mean to disrespect you here, I love you. Actually, Canadians are very nice, you know, there is that stereotype, but it's also true. But if you're trying to manifest and with your mind you're still in Canada, you can't manifest Hawaii. Let me give you an example of what I mean. I'm gonna cross my legs, sorry, I don't mean to be Sharon Stone, but I'm a little bit uncomfortable here. Okay. Say that you are manifesting somebody to make contact with you, okay? So you says, I want somebody to text me. I want John Doe to text me. But John Doe, you order the spells, right? Or you do your texting manifestation, whatever it is that you do here, okay? And then you go like, oh my God, I don't know, I did this and it's not working. It's like I needed so many bad things for, you know, I'm so hurt by John Doe. You're still thinking Canada. Do you see what you're doing? You're thinking Canada. You're thinking about your 3D. And I know this is very difficult, but until you're thinking your 3D, you're not going to bring the 5D into the 3D. Now, whenever you have bad thoughts about John Doe, even though you're trying to manifest John Doe, you go like, oh, but he was with another girl. He cheated on me, you know. I don't want to think about John Doe anymore. But then you buy spells for John Doe. It says, oh, he's been so wishy-washy, 3D. So what you should tell yourself, yeah, this is what's going on now. You should block those thoughts in this way. Listen to me, because this is very important. Because otherwise you waste your time and money. So I want you to listen very carefully. When you're buying spells from us or other people, when you're doing your manifestation, you cannot think Canada when you're trying to manifest Hawaii. So you, when the bad thoughts come into your mind, oh, he hasn't texted me yet, he'll never do, I haven't heard from them, he mistreated me, oh, he's so bad, he's with somebody else. Block those thoughts saying, yeah, but this is Canada. I'm trying to get to Hawaii. You're dumping the bad thoughts. Because what you're trying to manifest is not here. I mean, it is here. It's just in a different timeline. You need to shift from this timeline, which is where you are now, to this timeline. That's very difficult to do, but you can do it. But I want you to understand that, and that goes for everything. Say, for example, you're just working on, you're doing manifestation to lose weight. Oh my God, I bought a spell, it didn't work, you know, but you're still in Canada. Think about what's gonna happen to get to Hawaii. There are some spells where there are some behavior that's going to be required. For example, so you have to take inspired action. That's what it's called in the law of attraction vocabulary. So say I have a lot of students that ask me for help and say, Jen, I want to get into medical school. So right now I'm an undergrad, right? I'm trying to manifest Hawaii, and Hawaii for them is medical school, right? Now you know that to get into medical school, you need to take the MCAT, okay? There are some schools, there are some schools where you don't have to take the MCAT, but I don't recommend them. They're not the best ones. In the US, if you want to get into a program in the US, a legitimate program where you can aspire to have a good residency after the program, you have to take the MCAT. So the MCAT, it's looking back, it's not that bad, but it can be considered bad if you're an undergraduate, okay? So you're the undergraduate that says, I want Jen to help me pass the MCAT. So from Canada, I want to go to Hawaii. You get me? Okay. So they buy a spell, custom mask with passing. And I'm like, sure, I'll do it for you. But remember, you got to study. So the way this is going to happen, the way you're going to go from Canada to Hawaii via the MCAT test is that you're going to study, and then you're going to find there are spells are helping you because the questions that are there are questions that you know how to answer. So you get the right questions. Lucky you. Welcome to med school. Get ready for the next 8 years of horrors, but that's what you want, that's what I'll give you. So, but if you are in Canada and you're trying to pass the MCAT here to get here, but you're not studying because Jenny's gonna help you, guess who's gonna fail? Guess who's not gonna go to med school? That's just an example. Well, we can translate that to anything. A person texting you or money. If you're trying to get from point A to point B manifesting, you need to leave point A, so your reality of now, behind. And when those bad thoughts come to you, just think, well, but that's only now. That's my 3D reality now. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It's only temporary. This is Canada. I'm trying to go to Hawaii. I'm trying to manifest Hawaii. And the way you're manifesting Hawaii, that person that you want so bad, you are manifesting in a situation where things are actually working out. The problems that you have with that person here, they don't matter. They will not matter. Otherwise, you're just dumping the whole thing, okay? And I hope this helps you. Remember, the Coven cast is going to be powerful. Halloween night. The month of the dead is coming. Hannah will give you all this information to you, and we promise we're not gonna email you for a few days. And so, but yeah, I think you need this information. I think you'll find this information very useful. Okay, and with that, I leave you, and I'll keep burning this candle because this is for Jenny Demonic. Hello. And this is Jenny Demonic. We love to you all, and it's always a pleasure being here. Bye.